Hey everybody, it's the Captain here. This is a video request, and if you have a video request, go to assholeconsulting.com. Send your request. Fill out the email form correctly so that I can get fucking back to you. Should be able to charge somebody. I can't do it. I'll figure it out. It was operating so smoothly, and then, anyway, never mind. So we got a video request from a man from down under, all the way on the other side of the planet. Literally, if you drill through, you do not go to China, you go to Australia, if you did not know that in the United States. Hey, I would like to consult an asshole on 3 issues. Issue number 1, I live in Australia and I am in my early 20s. I am working towards a degree in mathematics. I want to start a tech company in the data industry by 25 years old. I already have a number of tech ideas. I have 0 business acumen. I have some savings, 10,000. Therefore, do you have any older brother advice to point me in the right direction? Yeah, get the fuck out of mathematics and get into something more practical and applicable. Mathematics is a general, bland thing. Applied mathematics would be a step up. You got to go into something like specific programming, computer networking. Otherwise, it's just too general of a study. The other thing is, I cannot tell you what kind of company you're going to start. I don't know. That's up to you. If I knew what kind of company you should start, I would not tell you. I would go and start it myself and keep all the money for myself. That's where you get to do it. The other thing is, you're 25, you're going to start a tech company. Well, you better be fucking Mark Zuckerberg or somebody really fucking interesting or with a different idea. Because you saying, oh, I'd like to start a tech company by 25. You're putting the cart before the horse. You will start a tech company when you start a tech company. It is not, when I'm 25. You'll do it when you do it. So I don't know why you have that arbitrary thing. You have 0 business acumen. Don't worry about that. People make it sound like business is like, there should not be degrees in business. It's not hard. It's common sense. I have some savings, $10,000. Yeah, that's not gonna. Depends on what. Sometimes you can start a really low capital business, like this asshole consulting. It took $300 and some programming, but not a lot. But we're not talking tons of money either. You want to start Apple, you want to start Microsoft, you're going to need a couple $100 million, maybe a couple $1 billion. That's where you have IPOs and stuff like that. Your business idea will determine how much money you need to raise. So until you figure out what that business idea is, worrying about business acumen and how much you need in savings, that's going to be irrelevant. So you might have, it could be something that's cheap that could be done on Kickstarter, or you could have the next Microsoft and then you're going to go and talk to like fucking Goldman Sachs and they'll ass rape you for 7% of the $3 billion they raise. Issue 2, I'm having a hard time coping with life. I spend most of my time studying economics, math, philosophy. Well, that's not too bad. I have friends and a loving family. However, I feel as if I don't have at least nobody to turn to. I feel rather alone and isolated. Everyone wants something from me, time and energy to fix or listen to their problems. I feel like I'm on the verge of total mental shutdown and becoming a recluse. Therefore, do you have any advice on how not to feel so alone? Well, whack! Quit being a fucking emo. How's that? Anyone ever kick your ass into that? Quit feeling, fuck! I'm not going to say, oh, yeah, dude, you got to go out and... Yeah, dude, you got to go out and do something like join boxing, kickboxing, get a sport, something like that. And if you're fucking letting people be you're being their emotional tampon fuck it. Just say no. You ain't got nothing. You got no core, man. Nothing. And there's nothing wrong with studying economics, philosophy, math, and all that. That's great. That's fine. But get out and do something. You don't have a release or nobody to turn to. Well, that's your fucking fault. Right? I'm not going to say, quit being a fucking pussy and go do something. Great thing. Great thing. If you're having trouble with social anxiety, go ballroom dance. I'm not talking for the girls. I'm talking to go and interact with people. But this fucking bullshit, you're in your young 20s, you got more than 2 decades of life, and you don't know how to interact with people, that's your fucking fault. And you can know, I need a therapy, it's ADHD, and all this fucking excuse disease that they give. It's an excuse. No, it's up to you. Get your ass out there. Go do something social. Go interact with people. And if people start asking you for help, I say, no, fuck you. I got more important shit to do. It's my time. This is why I charge for asshole consulting. Issue number 3, I have a nephew. Nephew's mother is a total fuck-up 28-year-old no-career single mother and emotionally demanding, unstable. Not being fixed anytime soon. Not being fixed ever. I feel like I have a moral obligation to mentor this kid. You do not have a moral obligation to that kid. It is tragic that kid is going to be disadvantaged, But you have no more obligation. It's good that you want to mentor the kid, and if you can, you should, to save that kid's life or make his life a little bit easier, but you have no moral obligation. However, my sister is a total bitch, i.e. angry, stupid, and doesn't give a damn about other people. She tries to garner emotional support, plays sides off of each other. She's demanding and doesn't admit fault. She's also rather shit with money. Well, what do you... Of course. She's just a typical intolerable Western woman. Well, I hate to say it, not all women are like that, but most single mothers are like that. Oh, I'm going to get... I know you know one. I know several single mothers that are great people. That's not the majority. Now shut the fuck up. Therefore, do you have any advice on how I can do it with my sister regards to helping him out? Yeah, well, here's the deal. That's not your kid. You don't have any legal right. You could kind of help out the kid as best you can, but I'm sorry, it's tragic. You know, there's hundreds of millions of starving kids in Africa. You know, we got a lot worse than this guy. You know, what are you going to worry about them too? Worry about yourself. You seem way too fucking concerned about other people. Way too fucking concerned. Go do what you want. Get your ass out there, go meet some interesting people, have a standard of which you're going to allow people into your life. If they don't meet that standard, they're not there. And like I said, go, volleyball's another thing. I don't know if volleyball's, well, it's got to be. Australia's got some nice beaches. Get out there, man. Get fucking out there. Do something social. But yeah, don't do this emo. You sound like a white knight. I'm going to save everybody's problems. Stop being a pussy. Have some self-respect. Grow a fucking spine. And just accept what is within your ability to control and what is not. And your nephew, you might be able to influence a little bit, but it ain't your problem. That wasn't your sperm, not to get all weird, but I'm just saying that ain't your kid. You legally have nothing you can do to it. Your sister's sounds like a fucking cunt and a half. And yeah, it's too bad. It's tragic. The world is not perfect. It's not your problem. Anyway, that's all we got. Visit my consulting site at assholeconsulting.com, where you'll get the truth and not pretty lies. Toodles.